Tashdelek, my name is Tenzin Khando. Why I protest? I protest so that I can amplify the voices of pain and suffering felt and experienced by the oppressed, by the voiceless and unheard. If I don't protest, then what is the use of my privilege of freedom of speech and expression, which so many of my Tibetan brothers and sisters in Tibet are deprived of under Chinese authoritarian regime? If I don't protest, then what is the use of my privilege of education and access to knowledge, which so many of the elder generations in my community didn't have access to? So I don't really have the luxury to stay ignorant and silent. If I, as a Tibetan, don't raise my voice for my Tibetan brothers and sisters suffering inside Tibet under CCP regime, then how can I expect non-Tibetans to rally with us in this fight against injustices and in this fight for human rights? And I myself, being from a community of marginalized, subjugated and minority, it is more so important for me to dissent, and it is more so important for me to stand with oppressed communities anywhere in the world. And then again, why is it important to protest? It is so important, it is so crucial to protest and dissent, because without dissent we will become a dying society. Without dissent we will not be able to progress or develop any further as a community, as a society. So it should be rights of every individual of any country to be able to challenge, to be able to question, and to be able to ask accountability from their governments and institutions, so that the rights of the civilians and the rights of the citizens can be maintained and protected. Whatever one may like to believe, no one can be apolitical. Either you are on the right side of history or not. As Desmond Tutu rightly said, if you are neutral in the situations of injustice, you have chosen the side of the oppressor. So, and it is also very important for one to recognize their privilege, because acknowledging one's privilege arouses awareness and creates consciousness of responsibility. So it is of utmost importance for an individual to recognize one's privilege, and it is so important for one to utilize any resources and any privileges available to them to lend their voices for the voiceless. Resist so that we can coexist. Thank you.